Well, a controversial professor is now facing federal charges. Kent State professor Julio Pino is accused of lying to the FBI.
That's right. And if his name sounds familiar, it's because he has been investigated before for possible ties to the Islamic State. This time, charges stem from violent messages he allegedly made on social media.
His attorney says his client plans to plead guilty in court Thursday. Meanwhile, his students told us they knew about some of these allegations against him, but they didn't expect this.
Channel 3's Jennifer did some more digging into the case and filed this report tonight.
It's crazy. I never expected to hear that about one of my Kent State professors.
Dr. Julio Pino, students in shock after finding out their professor is facing charges for lying to the FBI about being Facebook friends with a man who made threats against a Missouri judge. In the past, this controversial professor had yelled, "Death to Israel," during a lecture by an Israeli diplomat. At that time, he denied having ties to extremist groups.
None of these allegations have any foundation whatsoever. I have no ties to any political organization.
But the charges come from that Facebook incident. Pino told the FBI he didn't know a man who went by J.E. online. He told investigators, quote, "I never heard of him, but the FBI found messages J.E. wrote about a custody battle. Quote, I will kill hundreds of people if they take my rights away as a father." And Pino replies, yes, in military terms, this is known as the Parthian shot, and devour them. His lawyer says Pino has been cooperating with investigators.
The federal government has been sensitive to the First Amendment issues that have arisen with Mr. Pino. They've been careful about his First Amendment rights. But nevertheless, obviously there's an issue here that Mr. Pino and the federal government have to work out.
Meanwhile, some of Pino's students say he was well liked.
I am a little bit sad because he was a fun teacher. And it was a lecture hall, but to make a lecture hall for an hour and 15 minutes enjoyable and exciting, that's hard to do.
Jennifer did speak with one Jewish student who said they're glad to see him go. Pino has officially been suspended and is no longer allowed back on campus. Currently, his student professor is teaching his classes.